What's up YouTube, Jeff back again. Today another exciting tech video for you guys. And if you have a busy home with kids like I do, or pets as well, you know that floor messes are never just one thing. You've got some crumbs in the kitchen, hair in the bedroom, you've got spills that your kids potentially knock over in their bedrooms, and everything seems to be happening at once, and the tightest and hardest to reach spots always seem to be where these potential spills and crumbs find their way. So today we're going to take a look at a product that can help you with all those hard to reach spots, spills, crumbs, and other messes. Looking at the Dreame Aero Vacuum Mop, which is really designed to help you clean up your home and do it in the easiest way possible. You're getting something that is slim, flexible, and easy to maneuver, but still powerful enough to deal with the kinds of everyday messes most people actually have in their homes. After spending some time with it, I think the biggest appeal is that it's designed for practical use and not just the spec sheet. Dreame has built a strong name in the smart home game, and this is exactly another entry that you would expect from them. It brings a lot to the table in terms of practical usage, and that's what we're going to dive into in this video. First, let's take a look at the overall design, because that's going to make a first impression when you unbox it and take it out, and it does make a strong first impression. This thing has a really slim profile, and that matters a lot more than people realize. In a real home, some of the worst dust and hair buildup is not out in the open. It's underneath furniture, under your bed, under media consoles, and in those lower areas where bigger or bulkier cleaners just do not reach very well. That's one of the biggest advantages here. The Dreame Aero has an ultra slim body and a flexible lay flat design that lets it clean much deeper under furniture. So instead of stopping at the edge of the couch and leaving the rest for later, it can actually get into those harder to reach areas where messes tend to pile up, and you always need to get access to those areas, and you may not be able to do it with your current mop or vacuum because maybe they're just a little too bulky. From a day-to-day usability standpoint, this immediately jumped out to me, and it makes things a lot more practical. In addition to the ultra slim body, you also get 180-degree flexible recline, so when you're cleaning under a sofa or under a bed frame, you're not fighting the shape of the machine. It can get low and stay low while continuing to clean. This is important to me because those low clearance spaces are exactly where all of those messes like dust, hair, and debris usually collect. And when a cleaner can actually get underneath furniture instead of just around it, it saves time and it's going to give you a more thorough clean. For me, this is not just a nice design feature or product demo, this is an absolute must-have for a general everyday household cleaner. Well, next, let's talk about the cleaning performance, because of course, that's very important. That's what it's designed to do. The Dreame Aero is designed to handle both wet and dry messes at the same time. And that's really the kind of mess that most homes deal with anyway. It's not always just dust and it's not always just a spill. A lot of the times it's a mix of debris and spills, especially when you have kids or pets. Crumbs, small liquid spills, fine dust, maybe tracked in debris from your shoes, all happening in the same area. And that is where the 25 kilopascal suction comes into the conversation. It gives the Dreame Aero the power to deal with those messes in a way that feels quick and efficient instead of forcing you to go back over the same spot again and again. What I like here is that it's not just raw suction power for the sake of the spec sheet, it's about how that power works together with an all-in-one cleaning approach. So instead of separating wet cleanup and dry cleanup into different steps, this machine is designed to do it all in one pass, which is going to make your life easier. Another feature that really stood out to me and my wife when we were testing it was the dual edge cleaning, so let's talk about that for a moment. If you have used floor cleaners before, you already know one of the most frustrating things is when the main floor looks clean, but you still have that line of debris sitting right along the wall or baseboards. It instantly makes the whole clean look less complete, and it just doesn't look as polished. With the Dreame Aero, the dual edge cleaning is designed to get much closer to those edges and baseboards, which helps the finished result look much cleaner and tidier. This is one of the things that can seem minor until you actually see it in action, because when you start noticing how much debris collects in those baseboards and corners, it really makes you feel like your house isn't fully clean until you get that, and Dreame Aero can help you with those problems. Let's talk about one of the toughest things to clean up, and that is hair and how it handles it, particularly tangle. If you live in a home with long hair, pets, or both, this is a big one. Dreame has the Tangle Cut 2.0 technology, which is designed to improve mixed hair cleaning while reducing tangling in the roller. And that matters because hair pickup is one of the easiest ways to tell whether a cleanup is actually practical for everyday use. A cleaner might do fine on crumbs or dry debris, but if it's constantly getting tangled up with hair, then the ownership experience gets frustrating very quickly. So what the Dreame Aero does here is it makes that process smoother by helping separate and remove hair more efficiently. That means less buildup in the roller, less manual cleanup afterwards. This makes the cleaner very useful in spaces like the living room or bedroom where you're going to see hair on the floor, again, especially if you have kids and pets in your home. Now, what about runtime, battery life, and the whole home cleaning experience? Let's talk a little bit about that right now. If a cleaner is only good for one quick area for you to stop and recharge, rethink how you're using it, That obviously makes it a lot less convenient, and the Dreame Aero is designed for 35 minutes of continuous runtime, which gives it the kind of endurance that makes sense for regular whole home cleaning. That means moving through connected spaces like your kitchen, living room, hallway, and bedroom in one session, instead of treating each room like a separate cleaning event. I think this really fits into the overall theme of the product. This is not trying to be a one-trick cleaner. It really and truly is an all-in-one cleaner that you can use for every room in your house and really take care of business in one pass. Now, let's talk about usability, because it has a fantastic LED display, and then we also need to talk about maintenance a little bit, because that's always something to think about with any cleaning device. Dreame includes an LED display and a one-button self-cleaning system. This really matters because a good cleaner should not just clean well while you're using it, it should also be easy to live with and maintain. The LED display gives you quick information at a glance, which helps keep the experience intuitive, and then the one-button self-cleaning helps make maintenance easier and less messy. This is a big part of the overall ownership and enjoyment experience, because when cleanup and maintenance are simple, you're more likely to use it regularly. And that's really the thread running through the entire review here of the Dreame Aero. It makes everything easier and effortless in your home, combines your wet and dry mess cleaning into one pass, has enough longevity to clean all the rooms in your house in one pass, and then also does that self-cleaning so you don't have to do any extra work to take care of it when you're not using it. So wrapping up, I think the Dreame Aero does an amazing job taking care of the important pieces of cleaning wet and dry messes in a busy household. The slim body and 180-degree flexibility make it much more useful under furniture, and the 25 kilopascal suction and wet and dry cleaning all in one make it practical for everyday messes. The dual edge cleaning helps it get closer to walls and make it look a lot more finished, and while the Tangle Cut 2.0 is a strong addition for homes dealing with pet and human hair. The LED display and self-cleaning bring everything together to make the day-to-day experience less stressful and easy to maintain. So if you're looking for a cleaner that is built around really maintaining a home, especially a busy one with kids and pets, the Dreame Aero Vacuum Mop is an amazing all-in-one solution, and I absolutely recommend it. If you want to learn more, right now there's a fantastic deal. It's 30% off and a final price of $209.99. Really appreciate Dreame for sending this out for review. We had a lot of fun with it in our house. It's been very helpful keeping things tidy with the kids. If you guys have any questions, drop them below. Happy to get back to you. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks so much for watching.